The Edge Morning Madhouse.
Only hours away from when Coldplay play. By the time you hear this, they would have done night one in New Zealand. Welcome, boys. Welcome, Will.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, Guy.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
First things first, when you're doing interviews, what's the one question that makes you internally roll your eyes and go, oh, fuck, here we go again?
Where did you meet is always a good one, you know.
We've been asking you that years on.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's less than it was, but it's still, you know, it still feels like we've answered it a million times, you know. But you know, it's not like working down a coal mine, so we can't complain too much.
Oh, we'd never dream of asking you that, but how did the band name come about?
Well, that would be my number 2 question. So, are you serious?
I'll look it up on the internet when I get home. Don't worry about it.
And what about you, Will? Do you have any no-go zones for the questions there?
No, I think those are the ones. I think you've covered it pretty much.
Hey, I saw that story about, actually the video, Chris Martin when he ran through the crowd in Sydney the other night.
Yeah.
Did you guys know he was going to do that?
No, it was a pleasant surprise.
Did he get in trouble? Because I saw the security freaking out, and I wondered if he got a telling off afterwards.
You know, it was quite a physical achievement what he had to do, and he was actually, you know, when we finished came off stage, he had to lie down and he was like throwing up and stuff because he'd just been kind of, you know, he was so tired because he was having to jump over all these fences and it was really hot, and so he kind of just passed out for about an hour afterwards.
I thought it was pretty legendary. You know, he's pretty brave. Anything could have happened to him out there.
Not to mention reasonably speedy for a white fella. He did all right.
Yeah. No, he's pretty fit.
So you guys are the bosses because you're the band. Do you get in trouble often with people when you're doing a concert? Like, when was the last time you were told off? Apart from your partners, I guess. When was the last time you were told off, Will?
Not recently, to be honest. It doesn't really happen. I can't remember really. I can't remember the last time we actually that we did anything that warranted telling off. But sometime, I mean, maybe like over. In fact, no, not even. I was thinking maybe playing too long at a festival or anything like that. But no, I don't remember.
No, guys.
When we come on stage, we kind of running with sparklers, and I think in Japan we ran on stage with some sparklers, and they didn't like that at all because it was kind of like, you know, they really stick to the rules over there, and there's no fire and safety and stuff. So we kind of got a bit of a ticking off for that.
You're right. Yeah.
Oh, you and your pyrotechnics, eh? You're a naughty bunch.
People, you know, don't mess with us. You know, we'll beat you down.
Bust a cat. and what are you? Because I was just having a look on a sheet on the wall out there, and this is something like show 17 out of 21, and after here you're off to Singapore. When you're away from home for this sort of stretch of time, what do you miss the most?
Well, fortunately, we can bring our families with us now, so that obviously would have been the major thing that you'd miss. But I don't know, just home. I think we're all quite home people. I think, you know, so as nice as these hotels can be, there's not quite, you know, your own sofa or your own bed. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, little things like that.
So you guys are quite family orientated. You've all got kids, have you? Yeah.
Yes.
So when did you stop being rock and roll? You know, when did you stop going out late after the shows and getting on the bus?
Right, at the same time as they were born. I think that's kind of the showstopper, isn't it?
Yeah, which one of you guys has got the twins?
Me.
So they're 10-month-old twins?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Wow, what's noisier, your house when all the kids are awake or when you get on stage to start a gig?
It's still definitely, they're very sweet, my children. They do make a little bit of noise, but they're not, they're not that raucous, so it would definitely be the stage noise. But no, they're very well behaved.
You guys have just been in Aussie doing those relief gigs for the bushfires. Did you end up seeing any of the devastation in Melbourne while you were there?
I think Chris went up to see some of the fire, the bushfire sites. Obviously, we didn't see it in person, but you know, we're very aware of the coverage of it and the imagery, and it's all pretty shocking, and you know, it's devastating what happened. So, no.
What's the mood like of people in Melbourne now? Are they getting back into it again?
I think it's a kind of grim acceptance, really. It's because I think Australia is quite a hostile country in terms of its geography and its climate, and you know, it's pretty brutal. There's a lot of like things that can really, you know, a lot of crazy animals and terribly hostile weather and climate. So I think it's a kind of, a lot of people are like, it's a hard place to live, but obviously, doing the sound relief thing it was a really great step towards making people, try and deal with the loss and the loss of property or loss of life or whatever it was. So it's kind of a bit of optimism, I think, as as human spirit normally is. It's just looking forward to the next thing.
Good on you guys for doing that.
Say Chris was sick one night and he couldn't go on stage, and you got someone to fill in as vocalist for the night, someone that would really, really piss him off. Who would you get? K-Fed, Chad Kroger, K-Fed. Who would you get and be like, that'll teach him for being sick?
I think that would, a situation like that, he's not going to be there, so it's going to be us that's going to be the ones on stage with whoever the said person is. So I think we'd be kind of shooting ourselves in the foot a little bit, no? Not saying that we would be unhappy with any of the people that you just mentioned, but I mean, if one of us was ill, then the show couldn't go on. There's just no way it could happen. There's just too much stuff to learn in a short period of time.
And you guys obviously have been to New Zealand before. In fact, the other day when I was cleaning up my house, I found this after show ticket for 2003.
Which one of you guys slept with mine?
And I thought, wow, and I'll hang on to that because I must have thought, wow, pretty cool band. It's not even new, so I obviously didn't go to the after party, but that's pretty cool.
You weren't even there, were you?
Yeah, no, definitely, I was there. I've had this. But obviously, you like coming here, is it all right?
Yeah, it's great, man. It's beautiful. I've been here on holiday as well as being here on, with the band. So, yeah, it's something that we always enjoy returning to.
Do you guys, when you're by yourselves, not with the band, do you get recognised as much? Can you go to foreign places by yourself and have a holiday without getting harassed?
Yeah, I mean, the three of us, other than Chris, are we've got the best of both worlds really, because we get to be in the band and do all the the cool stuff, so to speak. But we do get recognised occasionally, but not in the same way that Chris does. So, and I think we're all pretty comfortable with that.
I saw some photos online on your website of you guys playing some backyard cricket in Aussie. Are you guys aware that there's a Chris Martin in our cricket team? Not very good.
Yes, we are aware of it. And in fact, there's one of the people that works for us has one of those kind of alert things on her computer that whenever there's a new story that comes up, it will kind of let you know. And she's obviously just to keep on top of things, she's got Chris's name typed into it. And for the first kind of a couple of months, she kept on getting these news about this Kiwi cricket player. She was like, "What's he been up to? What's Chris been doing, playing cricket for New Zealand?" But no, we were aware of that. Yeah.
Well, I hope your Chris plays better tonight than what our Chris played today. That's all I can say.
It's a bit of not a great score today, I gather.
No, which is good. You guys are playing tonight. We're getting the wrap up already, but I've been dying to ask about this, and I keep forgetting. How do the encores work? Do you always do an encore, or do you sort of judge it on the vibe, or does someone make the call, or does it just sort of part and parcel?
Well, it's always we'd always do one. Certainly, the show is built to do kind of definitely one.
Right, and who makes the calls?
The audience. Depends how loud everyone goes, Yeah.
So it actually does pay to make a lot of noise for the encore.
Well, if everyone just kind of was quiet and walked out of the building when we walked off stage, we're not going to go back on.
Nice, that's all I wanted.
There's fans that just don't get the hint. The lights are up, people are sweeping around them. You guys are back showered up at the hotel and they're still cheering. We want Fix You.
Will and Guy from Coldplay, thank you so much for your time. There's so much more we'd love to talk to you about, but maybe next time you're in New Zealand.
Thanks so much. Thank you for having us.
And I love your jeans, by the way, Guy.
Thanks.
Yeah, but thanks for coming to New Zealand. We specifically built this stadium to get you guys back, so it's worked well, hasn't it?
Well done, thank you.
And filled it 2 nights in a row, so enjoy.
Yeah, after you guys leave, we're going to tear it down again.
Thanks, boys.
See ya.
The Edge Morning Madhouse.